that I want to be a cop. It's who I am.
Our other top story tonight, in his own words, a fired Milwaukee police officer fighting to get his job back takes the stand. Now, this is the first time we are hearing from Christopher Manney since he fatally shot Dontre Hamilton at Red Arrow Park in April. Manney was not criminally charged, but he was fired for the improper pat-down of Hamilton that led to the violent confrontation. Chief Ed Flynn testified yesterday, standing by his decision to fire Manney. 12 News' Nick Bohr has been at every hearing since it began on Thursday. He joins us live tonight from outside police headquarters. And Nick, Manney says he wants to return to duty.
Right, Tony. Manney spent some 2 hours on the witness stand here today. The first time we've heard from him in person, as you mentioned. He insists that he followed his training, shouldn't have been fired, and yes, he wants his job back.
No, I did what I was supposed to do.
Now, former officer Christopher Manney insists that despite the death of Dontre Hamilton 11 months ago during a struggle with him, he acted in line with his training and experience as a veteran Milwaukee police officer.
What was going on in your mind?
That he could possibly be on drugs, alcohol, or mentally ill.
Manney says he saw Hamilton lying with his eyes closed on the Red Arrow Park sidewalk, one leg twitching.
I see the odd behavior. Something isn't right. You're starting the hairs on your neck stand up. You start to get a little afraid, and you're like, all right, I'm going to have to deal with them.
Manney said he decided to do a pat-down because he saw bulges and thought there could be a weapon in his clothing, but admits he couldn't be sure.
I do not have, see-through eyes where I can see through pockets, but that's where I identified with my fear, that, hey, that's where the weapon is.
Manney describes the moment he moved to frisk Hamilton and their struggle began.
At that point, I said, hey, partner, you don't have any knives, needles, and then he clenched his arms down.
Moments later, Hamilton would be shot to death. But the case centers on that initial decision to frisk and also to not call for backup. Manney filed for duty disability 2 days before he was fired, but insists he wants his job back.
I want to return to duty. I want to return. That's who I am. I'm a cop. Okay? The doctors, they say I can't. But that doesn't hide the fact that I was wrongfully terminated and that I want to be a cop. It's who I am.
And it appears this first phase of the proceedings is winding down here, that being whether or not he did break department rules. If so, it moves to phase 2, where there could be some community input on what the impact has been on those violations. Reporting live at the Municipal Court, Nick Bohr, WISN 12 News.
Thank you, Nick. Well, Dontre Hamilton's brother spoke right after the hearing. He called Manney's testimony disgusting, and Hamilton's mother said she simply doesn't believe Manney is telling the truth, saying he shouldn't be allowed to return to the police force.
It's a bunch of lies. We've been lied to throughout this investigation, and they continue to lie and cover up.
Tomorrow's hearing will be held in the downtown library. It starts at 1:30. A 3-person panel is working to answer 2 questions in this case. Did Manney violate police policy when he approached Dontre Hamilton before the shooting? And was his firing from the department appropriate? The hearing is expected to wrap up tomorrow.